And actually, I was talking to a colleague in the acting department called Rouleau, who is a part dramaturge, part slightly slapstick actor, and we were looking specifically at climate change and ways to maybe create something that would be using theatre as a way to explore climate change, really, which is not, it's not a new idea. There are plenty of other people doing that, and some people have been doing it for quite a few years as well. But we thought it might be a really interesting way to see how it would impact the learning of our students. So we did something in collaboration with geography students and acting students, where the geography students kind of taught the acting students about climate change, and there was a dialogue there. And again, the same point that I made, that you learn as much as you teach in a situation like that. The one thing we were really surprised about is that the actors, so working on environmental art, climate art, is not, it's not just about the public, it's about the people who are involved in the project as well, and changing their perceptions.
Right.
And the thing that we were really surprised to learn is that the actors had quite a fair understanding of the environmental implications of climate change, but they hadn't really appreciated the human dimension of that, and the way that it impacts people's lives. So that was really interesting. And yeah, it kind of gave me a bit of courage to think, okay, this is an interesting avenue that needs to be explored, because again, coming back to the barrier to risk perception, is really understanding where we as individuals, with our own kind of selfish interests, fit into the picture of what's happening to the environment. So yeah, very powerful. And anyway, the end of this story is that we created a play called Last Hurrah and the Long Haul, which is quite chaotic and comic, but also quite poignant. And it tells the story of a very small community who are tied quite closely to the environment for their way of life. But the things that they rely on become interrupted by climate change. And it shows how they react to that, and how the community unravels and then comes back together as a result of this.
Okay.